Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. This time we're going to be taking a look at the patch notes. Didn't do a gameplay video today. Kind of was doing college stuff. But I will do a video on the patch notes, though will come out very late at night. Very late at night. But that's okay. It's okay. First off, Aurelion soul change. I saw it coming. It's easy. You just add 5 at the end of your round. It's now 25 total power instead of 20. It makes sense. He leveled up way too easily and therefore created a very polar matchup in the late game to the point where there was no one who could stop him. No one could stop him when he got going. And so, in order to fix that, you make it harder for him to get going. I agree with this change. What? No, not Radiant Guardian. No, not Radiant Guardian. 5 to 4 power. Oh! No! Oh, God. Why are they nerfing Demacia so much? Demasia's not that strong right now. A triggered Radiant Guardian can shut down games and be too... Yes, in certain matchups, and we wanted to more wiggle room for opponents to beat the card beyond just playing around its condition. Yeah, preserving Radiant Guardian's staying power while reducing her attack and lifesteal potential, which will allow the opponent units and champions Darius and Hecarim to make more profitable attacks when she's on board. I agree, but also, why? Radiant Guardian's one of my favorite cards. They nerfed her. No! Ooh, wait. Mentor coming back, though? No, they're just switching his power and his health. I mean, aggressive Ionia strategies haven't been able to make a great use of inspiring mentors since we last adjusted it. With this change and one of the picks, oh, they have changed the picks. We're looking to give Ionia aggro decks a bit more early power. I understand. Okay, so now it's a 1-mana 2/1. Give an ally another attack. So, like, you're investing... Okay, this fits more with an aggro style than before. Okay, so it's like you have the 2 damage on board, and then you save 1 damage for another minion that may have a keyword that will help you get by other units. That's very good. You could this also works better with Z type decks. Maybe Z aggro will come back. Okay, so it has 2 health now. This doesn't really make a difference. We want picks to be more resilient and create more opportunities for support decks to do their thing. Well, my friend, picks is still going to be trash. I mean, it's not going to be as trash, alright? It won't die to things like Make It Rain, Vile Feast, and stuff like that. So, like, pre-combat things, it's less likely to die. At least non-committal pre-combat things, which is pretty important because in order for picks to be effective, you gotta get that support off. It's almost required, and even if you get that support off, it isn't terribly strong. It's like a Pale Cascade without the draw. So, okay, yeah, Jack was too strong. Jack the Winner's health made him too effective at slowing down games and taking full advantage of inevitably creating through sleep with the fishes, while also making him generally difficult to remove. Okay, so I must be reading this poorly, but yes, very good. Less burn for Bilgewater. Nice. Yeah, they did it. They Petty Officer, for those that don't know, Petty Officer used to be a 3-mana 3/1 originally, but then they buffed him. And then he became auto-include in every Bilgewater deck. And now Bilgewater is one of the strongest regions. No, I think Bilgewater is the strongest region. And, of course, they have to revert it. This is a revert to change we made several months ago. Yes. Since Petty Officer is currently offering too much raw stat power, given its versatility, it was too powerful in both control and aggressive Bilgewater strategies. Because you can get the keg or the 1-drop to spread out. So it was very effective. So we're reining in some of its baseline value while preserving its flexibility. All right. What? This is a Bastion rework right here. What? Give an ally spell shield this round. New tech. Grant an ally. +1/+1 and spell shield. This is huge. Wait a second, man. You're giving... Okay, the +1/+1 isn't too terribly strong, but granting an ally... Oh my god. Granting it spell shield? Spell shield is a really good effect. This would be really good with Demacia. Oh my gosh. You have... Because Demasia's biggest weakness, for the most part, is low interactivity. But has these nice big units that you want to have out on the field. So you just stick that onto it, and then they don't die. And it works especially well with Targon, because Targon is all about buffs. And now this is a buff that grants the spell shield, so you can protect the thing that you're buffing up way more. This will also be incredible for Lee Sin decks. Oh my gosh. Because Lee Sin needed more tools. This sizable buff is sizable. Massive buff is intended for both Bastion as a core card within Targon and provide a boost to Targon's buff decks. It definitely needs it. But it also needs Hush to go away. Because this still loses to Hush. Yes. Very good. I love Bastion. The mana refund on Cosmic Inspiration circumvented many of the costs associated with invoking and could feel too polarizing in certain slower matchups. So, if you behold a Celestial card, grant allies everywhere. Wait. What? I wasn't aware this refilled your mana. This refills your mana? It refilled your mana? What? Why did I not know about this until now? Surely that wasn't a thing. Am I wrong with that? Surely that wasn't a thing. I remember playing this card several times and not being the case. I'm going to leave that there. I am just confused about Cosmic Inspiration. It refilled your mana? What the... Okay. Grandfather Removal hasn't been matching up well against other expensive followers, so we're doubling down on his playability. Oh. Grant 2 allies. I don't really... I mean, yes, he's an overwhelm unit that has spell shield, but that isn't the problem here. The problem here was his play effect was useless. Who needs extra 4 health in the late game? You doubled down on it. Now we get 8 stats spread out across 2. But first off, you have to have those units and it's health. Again, it's health. Health doesn't help you finish off the game. It just makes it go longer. And unless you're playing an Aurelion Soul deck where you want your units to survive so that Aurelion Soul can level up, I don't really see a use in this playability. So I gotta say that still shit. I will not play this card. Okay, here it is. Okay. Alright. Silence a unit this round. Create a fleeting hush. In hand, it costs 1. I mean, yes. But also no. Okay, let's just read what they have to say. Hush is a card that the live design team has spent a lot of time evaluating. Its ability to silence even champions for a round is meant to add to LOR's interactivity, allowing previously unavoidable counterplay to certain strategies and combinations. However, Hush's repeated fleeting design is also contributing to the opposite by excessively punishing certain strategies and itself shutting down counterplay opportunities. Initially, we locked in the change you see here to make it more difficult for single Hush to apply multiple silences. However, since we've continued to discuss the card and listen to your feedback, ultimately the ability to silence champions is a core strength we want to preserve in Targon. On the other hand, repeatable AoE access to silence is difficult to justify in a region that we also want to have general weakness against wide boards in combat. Yes! Okay, for that reason, we decided to ready another change for next patch. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Holy shit! Mountain Goat is the GOAT! Oh my gosh. This is like the almost like the River Shaper buff. If you don't know, River Shaper used to be a 3-mana 2/1. Now it's a 3-mana 2/2, and it sees plays in the Fiora Shen deck now. This can now actually find more place in Targon decks since it's a solid 3/2 stat line, and it creates the gem. In fact, it might actually be better than the Gift Giver. This actually might be better than the Gift Giver now, since you can more reliably get that gem off, and might be able to get even more gems off, while being a very solid stat body on its own. I'm definitely going to be playing around with Mountain Goat, because it is the GOAT. And New Guardian. Wow. Impressive. Very pretty. Astra. Yes. Oh, yes. Yes, Celestial card back. Yes. Ooh, is that a new emote? Oh, no, that's the bundle. Alright, and Journey to the Peak. I'm assuming this is... What is this? Oh, these are bundles, right? In-game leaderboards. 2 leaderboards add to the player screen. Alright. Expression archetypes. Yeah. Alright, that's the patch notes. A lot of good changes. I appreciate the lengthy explanation. I can't wait for Hush to officially get the nerf it deserves next patch. I'm looking forward to play around with Mountain Goat. I was not so sure about that. I'm looking forward to play around with Bastion, though I know for certain Bastion's going to be abused so hard in Lee Sin decks. It's crazy. It's already so much little interaction with Lee Sin, and now you have Bastion. I just can't. It's crazy. Good Bilgewater nerfs, because it needed it. Interesting Ionia buffs. And a deserved nerf on Aurelion. So overall, this is a really good patch. And I appreciate it a lot. The developers are really putting a lot of work into this game, and I love it. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed this as much as I have, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.